What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beyond the Barrel Bourbon. I'm Eric. It's Phil.
I'm Phil.
And,
This is Wild Turkey 12. Today on the show, we will not be drinking it.
Today we won't be drinking it, but we do charge a storage tax if we hold your bottle for more than a week.
Drink it. That bottle's got a day and 1 hour left.
Yeah, and then you start paying the storage fee. The storage fee is 2 pours a day, one for Sir Philip and I, and that's it. What we got, Phil?
You tell me.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So a friend of ours in the NOLA Bourbon Enthusiast group sent us a sample. He actually hand-delivered us a sample of Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. In talking to him, I mean, I'm kind of curious to know, he said it's kind of like a budget comp to an EC18. If you like that oak profile, which I know you and I both do, I think you probably more so than me.
This probably settles into about a third of the price you're going to pay for an EC18.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm going to bet it's better.
Yeah.
I've had some Sagamores, man. Sagamore knows what they're doing.
So they're from Baltimore, I believe.
I know they operate out of Maryland.
And I think, 2017?
2017, they started using their own distillate.
So that is encouraging for me.
They were sourcing from MGP, but I believe as of 2017 is when they started.
Yeah, it's a healthy little bit more. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I'm a rye fan. I'm a rye spice fan, as we talked about yesterday.
I don't get the Sagamores tend to be a little bourbon forward for me. Their ryes tend to be more bourbon-esque, I'll find.
Okay.
And they'll have some of the more traditional bourbon finishes like the sherry and double oak.
Don't they have a rum cask one too? Don't they?
Yes.
I would be really interested in trying that one. That smells pretty good, man. It smells like wood.
I'm gonna like it.
It smells like wood, dude. I like it. It's crazy.
I want to taste the barrel.
Well, you can honestly, dude. Like on the nose, I'm getting the rye. I'm getting the rye and the wood.
I definitely get some oak here.
Yes, dude.
You're still getting some of those.
Are you getting any fruit? I'm getting a little bit of a fruit to it.
A little hint of fruit, but more.
That's a ton of oak, man.
Richer flavors to me too, like a vanilla and.
Doesn't smell terrible. I don't know what the proof on this is. I guess I should have asked. That was my bad.
A little cinnamon. I do get.
If anybody knows the proof on the Sagamore Double Oak Rye, drop it in the comments for us because that was my fault.
A little hint of the rye spices, maybe a little dill.
I don't get dill. I definitely get a rye spice.
But vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon, then you get that woody. It's almost like a.
It smells rustic.
Like a golden graham.
Oh, what?
Like a golden graham. You know, like those
I know
graham
what a golden
cracker
graham is, but
teddy bears?
No, man.
Yeah.
What?
But you're acting like that's weird to say.
It's
I named
weird.
a food.
It's weird that you're getting that on this.
I'm getting it.
It smells rustic. It smells woody. I like it.
No, I smell oak on it, but you don't get any of those rich.
No, man.
No vanilla, no cinnamon.
I get a touch of cinnamon.
No brown sugar. I'm getting all of those.
I get brown sugar. I don't get a ton of caramel on it.
I'm gonna assume the proof's not too high, although
I would say maybe 110.
You're just
guessing.
crapping stuff out. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm guessing.
If it's 110, I'm gonna slap myself in the face. There's no way you would just
96. Between 96 and 110. That's what I'm going with.
Oh, man. So,
110.
Way to really narrow it down there, bud.
Give me some 110 here.
Maryland
96, I nailed it. Todd responded in chat, 96. Ooh, I win.
No, you don't.
Win? Yes,
Eric,
Phil.
Eric, you gave 14 proof point range, and you barely got it.
I nailed it.
You started with the most common low end proof point, and then you went 14 higher and said, if I nail it, I'm going to get obnoxious
Thanks.
and say I win.
Thank you, Todd.
Way to go, Todd.
Thank
you really
you.
messed this up.
No, look, Todd has been Johnny on the spot with fixing, or helping us out with some of our stuff.
I do get some rye though.
Let's hit.
But I
give
get
it a
that
little-
dill.
Look at the color though. That's a
Double oak,
it's
man. That's
dark.
what I expect from my double oaks. Dark. I'm expecting a thick, viscous coating of the palate.
That's oaky, man.
That's better than EC18.
That's way better than EC18.
Sorry, EC18.
That's oaky, and
oaky.
and it's a vanilla bomb on the palate.
You do get vanilla, very viscous.
I get a touch of cinnamon on the mid palate, but that vanilla comes in. Todd says Eric Wins told you.
Yeah, he said that to piss me off.
I can't read it. I can't see it. I can't. It's too far away. I don't need to look at the computer.
Don't read it.
No, that's really good, man.
Yeah, the double oak's really coming through here.
Big time.
I'm
impressed.
the palate well. It's a surprisingly long finish given its proof point.
Right.
Um,
It doesn't drink hot, but the way like you said, the way it finishes, you would think it's got a higher proof point.
but you do get those richer flavors up front. The oak then kicks in, carries all the way through the finish.
Dude, when you exhale, if you exhale while you're tasting it, you really get that oak, and it's kind of got a smokiness to it.
Now I did say I'm adjusting my tip scale because I need some more 80s and I need some more.
This is
I need some more
definitely
60s.
this is a higher one for me, man. I like this.
You know, oak's in my wheelhouse.
This is a higher one for me, dude. I feel like this would play at the end of the year.
I'm always hesitant when you're talking about blinding multiple bottles when some are lower proof.
Right.
They can tend to get overshadowed, especially because I know we're going to have some with like wine finishes. And it's so
That's fair.
on a standalone basis, it's going to have an 8 in front of it for me.
Same. I mean, I don't know where that's going to land in the
Hey,
8s.
now you get some maple. Man, smell it. Give it a smell.
I did, man. You know what?
Like wood and maple. Oak
I
and
still
maple.
smell oak and rye. I don't smell maple.
It's got less rye for me.
No, not me. It's definitely, dude. The oak on it is just awesome. I am a fan.
That just smells syrup now.
I am a fan.
Syrup and oak.
Where are you ranking it? Give me a tip.
God, what did I'm putting this in the ballpark of as far as quality of whiskey, like a Still Austin Ball and Bond.
Ooh.
So right in that 80-81 range for me.
Okay. That's fair.
Because I love the sweetness and I love the oak. If you can give me both of those.
I don't get a ton of sweetness on this, but the oak is
sweetness, richness, maple, brown sugar, vanilla.
the oak is just so. It's not overpowered, but it's just there. It's just a really robust oaky flavor. So
You can't overpower me, oak.
I know.
You do get a little hint of the rye spice at the end,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure I'd be able to tell this is a rye. To be honest with you.
No, and I kind of see what you're saying. Excuse me. I kind of see what you're saying about it being kind of bourbon forward.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not, I mean, it's a rye, so it's not really a bourbon. But I see what you mean, though. Like it's got some of the traditional bourbon profile to it, but it's not. It doesn't carry through. It doesn't have the bourbon sweetness to it that I like. I'm talking about that sugar sweet, like the Trace sweet, stuff like that.
You're talking about fruit sweet?
Yeah, I don't get a ton of fruit sweet on this.
You don't need to get fruit sweet on a bourbon.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the more traditional bourbon flavors are vanilla,
Well,
caramel,
The corn in bourbon usually sweetens it up.
a little caramel.
Our phones are blowing up, man. They must have found something.
I'll give this. I'll give it an 80.
80. I mean, I guess, and I mean, not to copy you, but I mean, I'm kind of right there with you. I'm 80, 81.
80. I mean, I'm assuming you can find this in that $55 range.
I have no idea.
Which to me,
But I will not. This is a buy.
at that price, yeah.
This is a buy, like for sure.
55.
So guys, listen. Sagamore Double Oak Rye. They got cool looking bottles too.
And if you're not a rye person
it's not gonna offend
and
you.
you're a bourbon person,
Yeah.
I think you'll still like it.
Yeah, I no for sure. It's definitely there's the little bit of rye that you do get from it. It's not offensive.
And
Like
those-
if you're not a rye person, I like rye. He likes rye. If you're not an oak person, you're probably not going to like this. I mean, this is.
If you're not an oak person, don't buy a double oaked bourbon or rye.
Exactly. I mean,
Would
okay.
be
So let
my
me ask you.
suggestion.
Let me ask. So like obviously this one would be a fun one to put up against the Woodford Double Oak because I would believe they're in the same proof range.
This
But I think this
This
would
is better
smash.
than
I
Woodford
think this
Double
would
Oak,
smash
yeah.
it. But I think it'd be a cool comp because they're in that same price range, proof range, double oaked. This is not. I don't think this is nearly as dark as the Woodford, but that'd be a curious one to check out.
A better comp, I think, for this one would be that Starlight
Yeah.
double oak.
Okay.
Even though those have some wine finishes to them.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, a better comp for this might not even be a double oak. Like I said, that Ballin and Bond Still Austin is oaky.
I mean, I either way we
Lower
go,
proof.
whatever we go, a third of the price of an EC18. I think this beats it.
Yes.
I think this beats it I'll leave that at that. I think it beats it. Regardless, like take price out of it, right? I think this beats it in general.
It's a buy.
It's a buy.
55.
So we're both sitting at 80.
Delicious.
You're at
I'm at
80.
an
I'm
80.
gonna give it 80 and a half just to be a little different. Just to be a little different, man. I don't want to copycat. So
Every time I do something on a show and you call me out on it, you do it like a week later.
what did I do?
I was given
Okay,
half
81.
points.
81.
Thank you.
Sue me.
I can.
Cool. Definition of a frivolous lawsuit.
It's for me to determine.
If you say so. Guys, that's it for this one. We appreciate the tune in. Oh boy. Pull a leaf. I mean, just don't kill Claude. That's it for this one. We
This guy
guys
is way too far away.
we will catch you Friday. Sounds good to me. See y'all later.
Piece of crap plant.